A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there to my channel, the Twinflame Union. And I am going to be channeling a message which is shared by the Divine Feminine Collective, and it is being mirrored by the Divine Masculine Collective. And it's a very beautiful message, I must say, because there's a lot of love and there's a lot of devotion and there is a lot of positivity and fun in this channeling session. The energy of this channeling session is more on the lines of playfulness and activity, and there is this very cute childlike quality in this channeling. So let's get started and let's get into the channeling. So in this channeling, I see there's a divine feminine who has come into complete understanding of who she is and what is her relationship with the source. And she has also realized her mistakes, that time and again she gave importance to all the worldly people, all the worldly things, and she showed more faith on them than she showed on source. So this is a divine feminine who has a very strong relationship with source since childhood. You know, there are some children who can see the angels, who can talk to angels when they are kids and they have these friends. A lot of you would actually be able to relate with this because many of you had these gifts when you were children and you had a very profound relationship with the Supreme Being. And that's why many benevolent beings used to guide you. But what you had in childhood, it started fading away with time because of all the societal programming, the trauma, the abuse, all those things. And that got your chakras to be blocked. And even those who had the upper three chakras that were available in open and very healthy situation when they were born, some of them lost touch with the throat chakra. The communication got very wonky and they faced a lot of problem talking to people. They became very silent. They went into their own zone. They could not trust anybody. Because even if the third eye chakra is still open, which makes them very intuitive, the throat chakra is not is blocked, so that makes their communication very weak, and they cannot really tell to other people how to make them go away if they are wrong, or how to put their own thoughts, how to present themselves. The most important chakra that can actually unblock all the other chakras is your solar plexus. And solar plexus is activated when you have devotion and when you chant the sound of solar plexus, which is Ram. Ram in Hindi, we any which way pray Ram, but in the Westerners they say the sound is Ram, 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 Ram. If you repeat it, it's the same sound that gets it activated. But I'm not initiating any one of you because I don't consider myself to be a guru. My guru had initiated me when I was a child, and I know this for a fact that most of you have that divine essence in you, but it gets blocked in the societal programming, in the worldly things that we go through. This world has all the good and bad in it, and the divine feminine who had these gifts as a child, now she is reviving those gifts with the help of the guru, with the help of the master. And she has reached to a point where she has revived her gifts. So she has revived her gifts and her chakras are now unblocked. So there is this surge of energy. In that surge of energy, you don't feel very burdened. You make mistakes, but there is also this knowing that I made the mistakes. I made the mistakes of trusting these normal humans. You know, these humans who had probably earned some money or gained some position in the family or gained some position in the public eye, or in the community they lived in, but deep inside they are weak humans, and they have created all these materialistic possessions just to have a standing in the society. And I trusted them and I didn't trust you. I had such a solid connection with you. I had such a genuine, pure, unconditional love with you. But I forgot all about that. I forgot that because I got scared, because I did not know who to believe. I did not know what to do. And this is the journey. This is a journey which they had chosen before coming to the planet. So everything was predestined. The pain, the suffering, the trauma was predestined so that they know how to find their way back home. Now you might think that this is a very cruel way of finding the way back home, but this is how Earth is. On planet Earth, even if you are born as a god, you are supposed to forget everything. Your memory is taken away. This is the principle of being on planet Earth. Your memory is taken away, and then with your own effort, you have to find the way back home. You have to find the way to source on your own. And that's why all great masters, when they come to planet Earth, all of them go through suffering and pain. Not even one. You cannot pick even one who comes here and was dancing since the childhood and adulthood and adolescence and then kept dancing. No. All of them have a hard journey. They have a hard life, and they learn to smile through it. They learn to smile through all the difficulties and problems of life, all the vicissitudes of life. They learn to become someone who's grateful for everything. All the vicissitudes of life, these are the things that make you a strong person. So you cannot really say that, oh, why did this happen to me? Why did I suffer? Why did I go through all those traumatic things? In fact, on the contrary, when you become an awakened being, you know that this was a part of the plan. If this would not have happened, then how would I have done what I'm doing now? And then you also have detachment towards the body. So the divine feminine is here on the planet to learn detachment. And that detachment she has to learn. She has to show it to the divine masculine also. Now, I see a lot of you people, you write very beautiful comments, and I really love to see them. And I'm very grateful to how the divine beings are connecting so many people from all across the globe. And I see so much love, so much innocence, so much purity. But I also see one problem of attachment. You guys some of you are very attached to your divine masculine. It's good that you write to me, because then I can, some of you I even comment when I get this really strong feeling that, okay, I should give one-liner answer or something, then that means it is what you should do to advance further. And some of you must get detached. And detachment again will happen when it's coming from within you. When it's coming from within you in this journey, in the inner work phase, like sometimes you have pain in your body. And you are like dealing with the pain. That pain makes you very lethargic. It makes you very lazy. It makes you very bogged down. But you still go on with the pain. You don't want to do anything about it. You don't want to get out of the bed. You don't want to, make a nice healthy meal for you as breakfast. You are going to eat very late, or some of you don't even eat. You keep drinking coffee or something like that can just make you fill your stomach for a while. You don't have to make much effort, like take some Nutri bar or something, and then you're off for the day if you have to. Otherwise you're just in your bed in that slanting position, very like, oh, okay, this is it. Then it will go on for many days. Then the dark night will basically win over you from in that time frame. What does the dark night do? The meaning, look at the word dark night. Dark night of the soul means even if it's bright day outside, for you it will be like a dark night. How you are when you've not opened the windows, the curtains are drawn. The curtains are dark curtains. There's no light coming in. Even if the whole world is dancing and singing outside, there are birds chirping, there are flowers blooming, but in your own world, in your own room, there is dark night, and a very strong, intense dark night. You don't want to get up, you don't want to change, you don't want to take a bath or put your best dress, because you're not in the mood. You don't want to do it. The pain has become so strong, and this resistance towards the pain, it will make it persist even more. So what do you do then? You have to shake it off. You have to be like, oh, come on. And that comes in within you, like from within you. If you want to go on living like that, then it will go on. But if you decide that, no, I'm done with it, and I don't want to do it anymore. You make a prayer to the universe and you say, I don't want to be in the bed anymore. And if any one of you is going through this is something that I otherwise would tell you in a therapy session. But like I love to share my gifts, I'm doing it in this session, just like that, for any one of you who wants to benefit from it. Try to get up, take a bath, dress up, wear a nice dress, look good, feel good, go out for a walk. Look at the flowers, look at the plants, get a flower for you. If someone is selling a flower, buy a flower for you, keep it in your room. Light some incense, do all these nice things, because this means that you're not giving in too much. You're not being that person who is in control of the dark energies. The dark energies will always make you take shortcuts, take you in the wrong places, make you feel addicted. And worst thing is, more than addictions to substance and alcohol or all these things, is addiction to pain, addiction to suffering, addiction to being sad, addiction to being in the dark night. That is also a very strong type of addiction. So this divine feminine is talking to the source, because now she has access to source. She has direct access to source. And she is telling source that I made a very, very big mistake of not figuring it all out and forgetting you. So please, I hold my ears, like I touch my ears, like how you do in school, when the teachers do something, you hold your ears and you say sorry. So she says, I'm so sorry. I hold my both ears and I say sorry, but I did make a very big mistake, that I forgot about you and I went to all these stupid people and all these stupid things. But I will now tell you one more thing. Even if you try to leave me, I will not go. Even if some situation happens, where I feel that I'm not on the path, or, I'm sliding away, because normally when you're away from the source, it is you who's away from the source. Source never moves anywhere. Source is always very solid and strong. That's why we say this body is the temple. But when we start converting this body, not into a temple, into something else where hell can live, when a demons can have control, or demonic energies or dark energies can have control, then your body is no longer the temple of source. So you are the one who's pushing away the source. The source never leaves you. And this is 100%, I'm saying this from my own experience. I never do any channeling without experience. And maybe this is why the universe, the supreme being, has chosen me right now to do this work, because they know that this girl she won't lie to anyone and she won't speak without experience. And I'm saying this from my own experience, that source never leaves you. You are the one who leaves source, and I have done it also. So when this channeling came to me, I was very amazed, because I could totally resonate with it. And I remember having a similar talk once, but in a different language, obviously, where I was saying to myself that how stupid I was to, actually like not think that, God is with me and I can do all these things on my own. Why do I need another person, or why do I need other people to help me out? It's not being said in an egotistical manner that, oh, I don't even need you, I don't even need anyone. Because when you say I need source, when I want source, source is, then obviously you have no ego, because you have burned the ego. And in the case of divine feminine, it's not the ego that is the problem. That problem is with the masculine. With the divine feminine, the problem is self-respect. So because she lacks self-respect, because she does not have that love for her own self or for the God, that's why she goes up to other people. She says, hey, she begs to other people, please talk to me, please reply to my messages, I'm writing to you again and again, but you don't even reply. They do it for years and years. They're wishing somebody happy birthday to you. I have seen a comment, someone wrote to me the other day that, my masculine has not spoken to me, but can I please wish him happy birthday? Like, why do you ask me? Ask yourself, ask God, ask your own self-respect, that does it permit you? It doesn't permit you, then why you have to do it? Why do you have to beg to someone for attention? Don't beg to anyone for attention. Never. Because remember, you have the universe with you. If you have full control on your emotions in this manner, when you become more logic driven, if someone wants to talk to you, why do you have to beg to them? If someone really wants to talk to you, think about it. If someone really wants to talk to you, why do you have to beg to them? Won't they do it on their own? There are many ways the masculine can contact you. Don't think that only if he has blocked you on the number on your WhatsApp or someplace, Facebook, he cannot talk to you. If he wants to talk to you, he will find a way to talk to you, and he will talk to you. And there are so many chance meetings that happen. I remember once, I had blocked someone, and that person had also blocked me, and I was out for some work. I was driving actually, and I was in my car, and then I got out of the car, and the person I had blocked just came from nowhere and looked at me and like jumped all over me, started hugging me that, hey, I miss you so much. I really wanted to see you today, and look, you are just in front of me. This is amazing. This is a miracle. And I was like, of course it's a miracle, because when someone really wants to talk to you and you want to talk to them, and it's like you have forgiven and there's nothing, you have buried the hatchet, the meeting, the talking, everything will happen. Some way or the other way it will happen. In fact, you also have to grow out from these, WhatsApps and Facebooks and Instagrams, communication. You have to grow out from this, because the real communication happens within. If you also go back to my previous videos and you see my channelings, you will see that I never used to do so many channelings. And I wasn't ready myself. I was given these channelings. I literally wrote them down. This channeling also had come to me in the past, and now today morning it came again like a fresh breath of air. Like, okay, you can't run away. Even I have been a runner. I have been a runner towards my spiritual duties. So I do feel bad about it, and that's why I tell everyone, don't run. If your divine masculine is running away from you, that's because you are also running away from certain parts of you. Remember that. So when the union happens, after the union happens also, you remember, okay, I was running 6 months back, or I was running 1 month back. So like in 2018, universe had presented this channeling to me, but I was not willing to take up those duties because I didn't consider myself good enough. And as I had said in another channeling also, that for a long time I had to literally be like, okay, my life should get sorted, my relationship should get sorted, the work that I'm doing should get sorted, my finances should get sorted, and then I will be ready, good enough to help others out. And this was a wrong notion, because the universe had already considered you ready. And then you cannot fool the universe, because the channelings will keep knocking you. They will keep knocking you. They will not let you go. And then you will be like, okay, fine, I will do it. And it's like, this conversation, this communication that you have with the higher beings, with the benevolent beings, this is a proof. And you all do it. Let me tell you, you all do it. I know for a fact, if you sit down and you think how many times you witnessed a miracle and how many times you saw something which was impossible to achieve, you actually achieved it. That happens. But when you get blocked, when your energies are blocked, then you don't want to do it. And this one says that even if she's saying you because now she's in a playful mood. It's not like you're blaming universe, you're blaming source, you're blaming God. Now you're like pulling their leg also. Now you've learned, because you are communicating on a daily basis, you're pulling their leg, and you're saying, even if you want to go away from me, you take my arms off you, like how you say to your lover, even if you take your arms off me, I will still hold you back. She's saying the same thing, that even if you go away from my path, I will not let you. I will change the path. I will change the road. I will build a new road. But I will be on the same path that you are on. Okay. Even if you say that I don't want to do anything with you, I don't care about you, my own self, it will never let you go. Because you are my love. You are my everything. You are my heart. You are my soul. You are the breath I breathe every day. You are my life. I have nothing else, no one that I depend on so much, I love so much, I have full trust. Because when you depend on people and when you depend on the worldly things, they can backstab you, they can leave you, and they can break your heart. But the source never does that. That is the beauty of source. When you have full faith, something or the other. Even, a lot of people say that Jesus got crucified, but they don't understand that he also got resurrected in the same story. Because if he got crucified, if God wasn't there, then he would have died. He would have ended. His life would have gotten over. How did he get the strength to be on the cross? That's why a lot of people use the cross as a symbol of love, because Jesus was on the cross. He was crucified. He was in, I don't know how he even managed to do that. For a normal person, is it even possible to be on the cross like that and then after 3 days wake up and be alive? So that is the power of faith. Jesus showed full faith in God, that even if I get crucified publicly, even if they throw stones on me, even if they make me wear a crown of thorns, I will still get resurrected. And nothing will happen to me. I will be in full health. There are so many movies. People in the dark ages, people talked a lot about the pain of Jesus. But in the new age, people will start talking about how blessed and how miraculous Jesus was. They don't want to talk about that because they want to project onto the pain of Jesus. Jesus had pain, but he also had his time with the universe, where the universe saved him fully. And that is so beautiful. But at the same time, the divine feminine is holding both ears like a child, and she's like, I am so sorry, I made this stupid mistake. I will never do it again. I will never make this stupid mistake again. And then the beauty of this channeling is that the divine masculine is mirroring the same thing to the feminine. Now because he has also learned the lesson now, because the source is present in the feminine and she has revived her connection with the source, so she has become very pure and he can see the purity in her. So he is saying the same thing to her he is holding his ears to her and he's saying that I'm so sorry, my love, I'm so sorry, my dear, please don't go away from me, and even if you go away from me, I will not let you go. No, I will not. So he is saying that very smartly, if you sway yourself away from me, like when you're trying to hold someone's hand, you've held their hand and they move the hand away and they run away and they cross their arms around like that, then also I will hold you up, I will hold you and I'll pick you up in my arms and I will cuddle you so hard that you cannot go away. So don't think that you can go away. I will always be with you. No matter what you say, that I have to go here, I have to go there, I have to do this, I have to be this, I'm so busy, blah, blah, blah. But my love, my sweet love, I will give my life, but I will not get separated from you. And this doesn't mean he'll actually give the life or she'll actually give the life. They understand. But they're saying it in a loving way, in a poetic way, in like a cute way, that, this life doesn't matter to me.